5, 7.
I wish I had like the booming music of like how when the Avengers begins.
Right.
Like dun 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 dun.
So we'll get right to the point here, guys. This is not a direct spoiler. It's been out for a while. If you haven't seen it yet and you haven't known what happened in the movie, then go on YouTube. You'll see what happens. Give it 5 minutes, you'll find it probably. But in the movie itself, we're not gonna give out names just for sake for that. Just to be good and not give out the direct spoilers. People die in this movie. All right. What people aren't understanding in this movie, and this is what made me angry seeing the reviews, is I've seen people come out of the movie theater going, I can't live anymore. I can't live. What happened to those people? It's so sad. It's so depressing. Why'd they do that? I love that person.
Obviously,
Shut
they never read the comics.
up.
Yeah,
Shut
they've
up.
never read the comics, Ed.
Like, just shut up. Properly shut up right now. Like, just stop.
Yeah, they've never read
Okay.
the comics.
Right now, I'll tell you right now, you got 2 movies before Avengers 4. Okay, you got you got Ant-Man and Wasp and Captain Marvel. All right, they're gonna tie into Avengers Infinity War. All right, when Avengers 4 hits, and this is coming from a lot of the directors who dealt with Marvel, they said that the whole premises. I'm guaranteeing this because I've heard many stories on this. It has to do with the Soul Stone. Because if you think about this from this point of view, okay, to get the Soul Stone, you had to sacrifice somebody.
Mhm.
All right,
Which
Thanos
was
did
Gamora.
it. Yeah, we were mentioning names, but thank you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he mentioned the name. He sacrificed Gamora. Okay. Now, if you remember towards the end of the movie, you see Thanos is in this very really orange haze. And the orange haze, he's walking up to this little gondola, and Gamora child sitting there going, "Did you accomplish what you wanted to get done?" He goes, "Yes." And what would you get sacrifice? And he said, "Everything." All right, that symbolizes many things in the MC universe.
And his love for Lady Death.
Yes, and his love for Lady Death,
Which they haven't even talked about yet.
Which I heard it's going to be in Avengers 4.
Oh, it will be. Okay.
I heard, but that's just a rumor.
Okay.
Okay, but if you think about it, that that orange haze is just the soul gem. All right, and what I'm thinking is, based off the comics, everyone that died in the Avengers film has gone to the soul gem. They're stuck in the alternate dimension of the soul gem.
Okay.
So right now, as we speak, maybe Thanos is dead. Maybe he is, but it doesn't make sense when he warped away at the end of the film, because whenever he showed the glove and he's like, Thor's like, "What did you do? What did you do?" Honestly, like, when he went away.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense that he's dead in some sense. But if he is, saying he is, look back at the film and look at the orange haze and everything.
Okay.
He's in the Soul Stone.
Yeah, he's in the.
So everyone is.
So the one superhero that we didn't see is absolutely insanely powerful once he gets the Soul Stone, and that's Adam Warlock.
Yes, and Adam Warlock has been mentioned in the series from Marvel since the beginning. They just never followed through there. If you remember in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, go back and watch it. One of the end credits is one of the people saying, like, we have to bring in somebody to help this situation. Who we bring in? They said bring in Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
All right, that was the first one. All right, second cameo. First cameo was in the first Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, when they're bringing the gem to the Collector. You see the cocoon of Adam Warlock in a case.
Okay.
So,
I didn't catch that. I missed that.
You got to, you'll see a cocoon, and that's Adam Warlock's cocoon.
Okay.
Well, yes, they say that now, but considering the fact that how big the bill is for Avengers, the Infinity War and and Avengers 4, they have to include somebody. If it's not Adam Warlock, then it has to be someone else. I think what they're going to.
We know Captain Marvel, obviously.
Yes, Captain Marvel's takes place in the 90s.
Well, we know she's going to show up though in Avengers 4.
Yes. So the whole point is a Soul Stone, and my speculations goes as followed. All right. And he made a good point. It's going to be a time travel angle. It's going to be a time travel alternate dimension angle in Ant-Man and Wasp. all right, which will lead back into the time in the 90s where it goes into Captain Marvel.
Yes.
All right. Now, because they discovered alternate dimensions and time travel, Ant-Man and Wasp are going to find a way to reverse what happened in some sense, or that's my first speculation. They're going to find a way to reverse some things to happen.
Yeah.
Same way that Cable went back in time for Deadpool. Same thing.
Or what's going to happen is there's another speculation in my book, and this is my offbeat one, is Thanos is so guilt-ridden that he killed his only love other than Lady Death, Gamora, his daughter. He's so guilt-ridden, he's going to use the time gem, if he's still alive, to go back and find a way to get what he wants without sacrificing everything that he had to sacrifice. That's my off-the-wall theory.
Yeah, I don't know. That's possible, but I don't.
And if you follow the comic books, Gamora finds a way out of the soul gem.
Yeah.
And she comes back, but she eventually dies later again. But Gamora finds a way to come back out of the soul gem, and that's when I think in Avengers 4 you're going to see the biggest death in the series. It's not going to be Gamora.
No.
It's going to be Captain America. Chris Evans' contract is running up. It's so close to being done. After Avengers 4, he's done. Which makes sense why they would have Falcon. Falcon? I'm so tired. I forget who I'm talking to. Hawkeye. No, it's Falcon, right?
Yeah.
Falcon could be Captain America. Bucky Barnes could be Captain America. And if they want to throw a Punisher in there, Punisher was Captain America for a little bit. Yes, see, that's exactly the reason why I say Captain America's going to make a sacrifice. He's going to make the biggest sacrifice to bring everyone back, and that's why I think Chris Evans is done after Avengers 4.
Yeah.
Tony Stark might do it too. Again, Robert Downey Jr. His contract's running up too.
Yeah.
And he said he loves that role. He was built for that role. And you gotta think he's kind of fallen into the Hugh Jackman kind of phase where he's getting too old to do that role.
But
properly.
I don't think Iron Man's gonna sacrifice us. I think he's gonna make cameos in future movies, but
Oh,
he's not gonna be a main character.
No, he's not gonna be he's not gonna be dead, but he's gonna be like, listen, I'm leaving the Avengers after this.
Oh yeah,
I want to spend my life with Pepper Potts and have my child, and that's gonna be like cameo here or there.
Yeah, that's what'll happen. But yeah.
But I really do think that Chris Evans, Captain America, is going to die, or he's going to go into a coma, like in the comic books, where he's not there at all.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Back to cryogenics.
What is your speculations?
Okay, obviously I talked about my speculations, and this kind of goes against the comic book a little bit, but I personally think they're going in the direction of everybody's dead. That he killed everybody, including himself. And what we see at the end of the movie is his afterlife. And when the next movie begins, I was hoping for Adam Warlock. We're definitely going to see Captain Marvel and some of the other superheroes we did not see in the Avengers 3. So we're going to see them come together to figure out a way to get a hold of the time gem itself, and reverse time, and also collect the rest of the stones. So we also know from the movie that Doctor Strange knows that this is the possibility where everybody wins. So we saw everybody die, but he wouldn't have gave that stone away unless that was the one future he saw where they won. He had no reason to give that stone away, because he said he only saw one where they won. And he said, I won't give this stone up over your dead body. And he meant it. But if it meant everybody lives to give that stone up, he was going to do it. And he did.
And this is where I think the cop-out ending would take an effect.
I hope to God not. I hope they don't have one where the new movie starts and everything rewound, because that way didn't work. Let's try it this way.
That's the cop-out ending I'm talking about.
Fuck that.
The cop-out ending goes...
I will walk out.
The cop-out ending goes as followed. Avengers 4 opens up, and it shows, like, Thanos sitting there, and then it goes, like, goes over a rewind feature, like... And then they go to a scene where Doctor Strange is just going... He goes, I saw every possibility except one that works, so this is what we're going to do. It's like everything that happened there was another option. That's the cop-out ending. And that's the cop-out opening.
That would be awful.
What are you speculating?
I have no idea.
What are you speculating?
What you said earlier.
The soul gem? The soul stone?
Yeah.
And I agree with Stryker and with Thanos. I really don't think he's dead. I think if anything,
Well, he didn't die in the comic book. This is just what I seem to get from watching the movie.
But I don't think he's dead completely. I think if anything, he's probably stuck in the soul gem because of what he did. He snapped
But he's
his
got the
finger.
gauntlet
Yeah,
and
he's
it's
just a
destroyed.
But the gauntlet's destroyed. But the thing is, they're going to make a new one. Now that they have the Nova Star running, they can make another gauntlet.
Yeah. Very true. No,
Was the Nova Star still running? I thought they'd shut off after he got his thing.
No, it's still open. As long as you got to think though, it's after they get the hammer. Okay, yeah, he got the hammer all done. All that guy has to do, the little dwarf, is find a way the door. Well, that's what he is. In the movie.
Giant dwarf.
giant dwarf.
The giant dwarf. All he has to do is find a way to get that. Yeah.
That's all it is.
No, Rogue can touch Goku, take all his powers, and one punch Goku. Done. The battle's over. Stop that.
Now the thing is though, was there a yellow haze when he was walking in the fields at the end of the movie?
Yes.
There was.
There-
I'll have to check that out. But yeah, so maybe that could be right then. He could be in the Soul Stone still.
He might be in the Soul Stone. That's why my thing is. And you gotta think though, and for all the people sitting there crying in their seats when they see this, all the people dead, think about this and really think hard. Phase 4, all right, they only have 2 speculated titles going out there. The sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming, okay, and then the next one is Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, Volume 3.
Volume 3.
We know that's just how.
They're not dead.
Well, there's speculation of the Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. There's already
And-
there's Black Panther 2 is already being.
Yep.
So these are already being done.
Yeah, definitely Black Panther 2, which kind of makes things not work if they are dead.
Well, no, we know
Well-
anybody, but the storyline's been written in the comic books,
No,
and it was
well-
done in the animated series as well. And in both ones, nobody died.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I don't know about Loki.
Listen, so Loki's the weird one here. Okay, saying that they bring everyone back, saying that they go back and
Yeah.
they fix everything, they could bring back Loki.
Yes, they
could.
But that's up to Thor, I think.
Yes.
If he thinks it's a good idea to bring his brother back or not.
I don't know if he's permadeath. I think if anyone's gonna be permadeath, it's gonna be, like I said, Captain America and Avengers 4, because his contract's done. And that's the only way I can think about it. And it's making way for the new Avengers. Because you gotta think, they're gonna go off of, like, not an Avenger movie for the next couple years after Avengers 4. They're gonna go with, like, the new people, like Captain Marvel, another Spider-Man movie, another Black Panther, and give it about 3-4 years
To build up new characters.
They're gonna come up with a story called The New Avengers.
Well, they won't call it the New Avengers. They'll call it Avengers 5, but it'll be
No, they won't.
it'll take place with all the characters from the last movies before that.
Watch, I bet you $5 it won't be called Avengers 5, it'll be called the New Avengers.
And then Spider-Man will join the Future Foundation and have the white costume.
yeah.
well,
And they'll dress up
Speaking
on
of that may not happen because Disney is potentially not going to be buying out Sony or X-Men or whatever.
Possibly.
I've read that today. How Disney is
I'm
supposed to
not-
buy what Deadpool and X-Men and all that.
and
I read-
Comcast wants to buy Fox.
Yeah, I heard that they might
Yeah,
not do that.
so
if they
we're
can
gonna
make
see
an
what
agreement.
happens.
I'm not surprised. Disney's a
Yeah.
conglomerate. They're gonna want to keep their hands in
No,
everything.
Disney wants to buy it. That's what we want, so we can have the X-Men in like the Avengers and stuff. But the other company,
Comcast wants to buy them.
yeah, something like that is not going to happen,
Yeah. So
which
I don't
sucks.
know. I don't hold your breath for another X-Men movie for another long
a while.
time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
And only the Dark Phoenix saga.
Unless they
coming
just
out.
make an agreement like they did with Spider-Man.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man was somewhat bought. It was bought by Disney, the rights for most of it. Some characters are still not allowed to do properly.
Well, like the Hulk.
Well, they'll never do a Hulk movie. Don't even expect that to happen.
I don't think
Please
they really.
No more. Please no more.
Yeah,
No, no,
they've
I
already
want-
ruined that more
No,
than once.
I want one more, but I
Exactly.
I want
Yeah.
a proper one. I thought Edward Norton Incredible Hulk was better than compared to Hulk.
Yeah, he was. I
Okay.
think everyone did a better job.
Edward was-
yeah.
But the problem was Edward Norton was fired for being after that one. It was not allowed. He was let go for being Incredible Hulk. I thought he was great.
He was good.
It
But-
was much better than Eric Bana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think don't hold your breath for an Incredible Hulk movie. Like I said, you got Planet Hulk in some sense with Ragnarok.
Kinda.
But I'm hoping for in the near future that they do include Red Hulk and Gray Hulk somewhere in the MC universe.
Why is that separate? Because the Green Hulk was actually gray.
That's not real. It's not so much separate. I want to see the Gray Hulk, but I also want to see General Ross.
But the Gray Hulk is the Green Hulk.
I know that, but I want to see him do Gray Hulk. But I also want to see General Ross go through the gamma radiation situation, and become Red Hulk.
Yeah, that too.
I want to see that. How about She-Hulk?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want to see She-Hulk.
So this is the ending of the getTekt podcast. We thank you all for joining us.
We're always on the same page.
Yes. And we'll be back next week for more information on gaming and technology.